Hello, this is Tori with LANDiO. We have a 28.2 acre wooded property in New York. This is our largest property we've ever presented in the entire state of New York. This property is in Upstate New York, which is an incredibly beautiful area of the state. This property has easy drive-up access with paved road frontage and electricity already in place. And later in this video, we're going to announce the winner of the Silver Coin Challenge. This is the interactive map with the 28.2 acre parcel highlighted in green. You're just a few hundred yards from Interstate 81, and the paved State Highway 26 crosses over Interstate 81 and then hugs the south and southwest portions of the property. From Highway 26, there's an entrance ramp onto Interstate 81 where you can head southeast. If you're on Interstate 81 heading towards the north, there's an exit ramp, turn onto Highway 26, and then you're right there at the property. If we zoom out a little bit further, here's the town of Whitney Point, where these two rivers intersect. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the names of these rivers because lately I've been reprimanded in the comments for my mispronunciation of certain locations. And then right here you have the roughly 1,000 acre Whitney Point Lake. This is an aerial image looking over the property to the southeast. You can see the paved State Highway 26 that runs along that entire south and southwest portion of the property. And there is where State Highway 26 crosses over Interstate 81. Now that takes you directly into Whitney Point. Here's another view of that same intersection. This is the property right here with all the mature trees. Interstate 81. Now we're looking towards the north. And there's Highway 26 taking you into Whitney Point. This is an aerial shot looking to the northeast over the property. The property is in the lower portion of this image. This is a panoramic image, and you can see the state highway hugging the property. There's Interstate 81. There's the town of Whitney Point, and there is that 1,000 acre Whitney Point Lake. This is looking more to the east. You can see a lot of the structures in Whitney Point and where the two rivers intersect. This property was surveyed and staked in July of 2021. You can see there it is 28.2 acres. There's Highway 26 marked along with Interstate 81. You can see that a portion of the property is in the town of Triangle and a portion is in the town of Barker. And then Whitney Point is more referred to as a village. The population is roughly 1,000. We discovered this article called A Day in Whitney Point, a photo essay of people and places in this upstate New York village. And it reminds me of some of the small towns I grew up in the Midwest. It talks about how in 1897 much of the village was burned. 53 buildings were destroyed in the fire, which that was a lot of buildings for 1897. This building here was completed in 1899, where there's a restaurant now. Looks to be like apartments above. It says this is the Oakland Hotel on Main Street. It was built in 1899, but in 2008 the Reynolds family purchased the building and began restoration. It's now a bar and grill, which has a 4.5-star review on TripAdvisor. Here's a photo of Main Street, some of the local residents and business owners, American Legion Post, the Whitney Point Restaurant Diner. Based on what I see here, it feels like one of those places you could go and feel nostalgic about when times were simpler. You're just about 5.5 miles from this Whitney Point multiple use area, which is 4,645 acres. Recreational opportunities include hiking, canoeing, kayaking, fishing, hunting, and a boat launch. Here's a photo of the Whitney Point multiple use area. Here's Whitney Point Lake. Some of the fishing opportunities in the area include walleye, largemouth bass, crappie, catfish, carp, bluegill. You'll also find whitetail deer, waterfowl. And even though you can enjoy that small town lifestyle, you're only about 20 minutes away from Binghamton, New York, which has a population of nearly 250,000, and that's directly south of the property on Interstate 81. Here's the location of Binghamton, just under 18 miles, which almost all of that drive is on Interstate 81. Again, there's a population of nearly 500,000. In Binghamton, you can find medical care in many of the big box retailers. There's a Target, Home Depot, Wegmans, Dick's Sporting Goods, along with pretty much anything else you need. You're about 44 minutes from Ithaca, New York, population about 100,000. And you're just under an hour from Syracuse, New York, with almost the entire drive on Interstate 81, so real easy drive into Syracuse. Now, Syracuse has a population of over 660,000. Here's a photo of one of the electricity poles on the property. Here's an aerial image where you can see those electricity lines and poles on the property. This is an approximate parcel overlay, just to give you an idea where it's situated. Look at all those beautiful mature trees on the property. And then this is looking the opposite direction towards the south. If we look at the neighbor just across Highway 26 right here, you can see at one point their property was likely full of trees, as you see here, but they've cleared them. Looks like they have a really nice manicured lawn, a little pond with an island in it, several smaller structures around the property. Let's jump back to the interactive map for a moment. Before I forget, I want to let you know that directly across the road from the property is a 36-hole golf course. All of this area you see right here is the Ford Hill Country Club. The Ford Hill Country Club golf course is situated on the beautiful Ford Hill in upstate New York, overlooking the quaint village of Whitney Point and Whitney Point Lake. Just a short drive from historic Binghamton, golfers playing Ford Hill Country Club will enjoy a quiet pastoral setting away from the noise and bustle of the city. Planned by golf enthusiast Dr. Richard Driscoll in the 1950s, during the great Ben Hogan era, Ford Hill strikes the balance between a leisurely, relaxing game and the sporting challenge that engages the player through the full 18. 4 distinct 9-hole courses, each featuring beautiful rolling fairways, provide different course options for 18-hole play. The courses are beautiful and thoughtfully planned, yet affordable green fees welcome all players with a real passion for the game. Ford Hill is proud to welcome everyone looking for an excellent day of golf. And on the website, they have a course layout, official scorecards. Here's a gallery, and look at this image right here. From the golf course, you can see Whitney Point Lake. When I saw that image from the golf course, I had to check something out. I wanted to pull this up on Google Earth and zoom in here and just see what it is like. If we were to, let's pretend we're standing on the property as close as we can. Oh wow, look at that. I would say with a degree of confidence that if you were to clear some of the trees, especially on the higher elevation portion of the property, you may have a view that has some degree of similarity to what we see here. Now, this is at a higher elevation point, but it's also further away from the lake. Let's go back to the interactive map, go to the map legend, turn on the overlays, and then let's turn on the contour lines. If we zoom out just a little bit, let's just say that photo was taken right here at this high elevation point, which is about 1,460 feet. So at the high elevation of our property here, you're at 1,260 feet. So only a 200 feet degree of elevation change across this entire distance. But then if we look beyond the property, almost everything is about 1,050 feet or less. And then when you get into town, you're under 1,000 feet elevation, about 950 along the river. So from this property, in front of this property, there is no obstruction whatsoever. And even the lake is at a lower elevation point, so 960 feet along the shores. I'm not a gambling man, but if you were to purchase this property and clear the trees from really anywhere on the property to open up the view, you may see something like that. Here are a few more photos. There you can see Whitney Point Lake. Somebody getting married at the country club with that beautiful lake in the background. Another photo of the lake. Here's another photo. Look how beautiful that is. That's an occupational hazard that I sometimes fall victim of, is when I'm looking at these properties and seeing the potential, I fall in love. It's a different love than I feel for my wife and children, but it's still a strong emotion, a love for the land, a love for the potential, the opportunity that a property like this offers. And all this for only $59,997. That is correct, 28.2 acres in upstate New York, covered with mature trees and high probability a view of this lake. Roughly $660 a year for the entire 28.2 acres. There are no association fees or assessments or anything like that, just the annual property taxes. There's a lot of additional information within the listing description. You're only about 3 hours and 17 minutes from Niagara Falls and about 3 hours and 40 minutes from New York City. If the property is of interest, take the time to look through all these images. They'll answer many questions that you have and even some you have not thought of. And the winner of the most recent Silver Coin Challenge is No Name. Seriously, the YouTube user does not have a username, but they have verified their anonymous identity and their 1-ounce silver coin is on the way. The correct answer is 125 East 13th Street, Unit 1406, Chicago, Illinois 60605. We pinned the correct answer to the top of the comments, where we replied with a post to the actual listing with the photos from 2007. The views from this place were amazing. At this point in my life, I valued the views of towering steel and glass and streams of people moving about below, but as I started to mature and grow, I began to value towers of rocks and trees where in between rivers flow. One challenge is now completed, time for a new one to begin. The first person that posts the correct answer to this question will receive a 1-ounce silver coin from Texas Precious Metals. And that question is, what was the final sales price? The first person that answers the correct sales price to the penny will receive a 1-ounce silver coin. If you've been following us for a while, then you know this checkout process. If you're new, we'll go through it real quick. It's super simple. Just go to our website, LANDiO.com, navigate to the property details page. There you're going to see a green Buy Now button. When it's a property we own, we have the ability to handle the sale directly. And this is a property that we own in one of our companies, which enables us to do this super simple process. All you do is click this green Buy Now button. It'll add a deposit of $499 to your cart. Now this $499 deposit is credited towards your purchase. It serves like an earnest money deposit. It secures the property for you. We sell our properties on a first come first served basis, so the first person that places a deposit is the one that secures the property. We only have one of each property available, and only one person can place a deposit at a time. And we do have something called a backup deposit. If you're looking at this and someone else has already placed a deposit and it says under contract here, we do have the ability for you to place a backup deposit. But in this scenario, if you're the first one placing the deposit, you're going to click that green checkout button. This window will appear where you enter all your contact information, click continue to payment, enter your payment information, and complete the checkout process. Now, as soon as the checkout process has been completed, this Buy Now button will automatically turn gray and say out of stock. You'll receive a couple email notifications confirming receipt of your deposit and going over the next steps. Again, if someone else has placed a deposit and you would like to place a backup deposit, just contact our office, 866-8LANDiO. Our phone number is on top of every page of our website. Again, that number is 866-8LANDiO. That's 866-852-6346. If you're purchasing this property and that $499 deposit credited towards your purchase, the remaining balance you can pay by wire transfer, cashier's check, ACH bank draft, credit card, debit card, cryptocurrency, precious metals, or any combination of those methods. If you wanted to do like half wire, half credit card, or multiple credit cards, just let us know and we'll do everything in our power to accommodate those payment methods. And this super simple sales process is what we've used for going on 6 years now, where we sold hundreds of properties all over the United States. If you want to hear what some of our customers have to say about their experience, go click on this testimonials tab. And there you'll find over 20 testimonials from actual clients in their own words talking about their experience of purchasing property from LANDiO. If you're new to LANDiO, please take the time to watch at least a few of these testimonials. And if you choose to honor us with the opportunity to serve you, we will work hard to ensure that you receive a similar experience and ask that when you do, you provide a testimonial as well. Thank you for watching. God bless.
LANDiO.com